Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel. And this is your match review of the two games that were played today. I would have had a separate video for England, of course, but they decided to stress us all out today and take the game to extra time. And by the time the game was over, there was like 15 minutes left till the Spain game. So I decided, okay, you know what? We'll just do the review together. This is your review of England 2, Slovakia 1, and Spain 4, Georgia 1. The two teams that were expected to go through do go through. They both went 1-0 down, but they won this game in very, very different ways. And I think it says a lot about both teams, I think. It answers a lot of questions in terms of one of them at the very least. Doesn't really answer many in terms of the other, and I think you know which team I'm talking about in that regard. But yeah, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications, share the video around. And yeah, tomorrow you'll be getting another, hopefully 2 videos, unless these games go to penalties or extra time. You'll definitely be getting 2 videos from me tomorrow. So yeah, if not, then you'll be getting one where I just review both games at the same time. It is what it is. It happens. So yeah, let's just start off with the game that played earlier today. England scrape. As far as I'm concerned, England scrape through Slovakia to advance to the quarterfinals. And for me, it was another performance where it was just poor. It's a performance that's been the same as the game against Denmark, the game against Serbia, the game against Slovenia mainly as well. And I thought before the game, England will win this game, but they're going to shithouse it. And boy, did they shithouse it. I tweeted before the game, come on England, let's shithouse our way to the quarterfinals then. And boy, did we. Because let me tell you something, we did not deserve to advance today. We simply deserve to lose. And let me tell you something, yeah? Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham, two of the worst performers probably on the pitch today, were the ones who came up with the goals to seal the win for England. And look, I mean, what is there else to say about this team? When I said what I've said in the past about these players are not as good as you think they are, the proof's in the pudding with some of those performances today. I told you how about this manager's stubbornness and how he would stick with the same thing. That's exactly what happened. And yeah, they're very lucky that they got through, because let me tell you something, guys. If they'd gone out today, a war would have happened in this country. There would have been a war between the players, the media, and the fans. The level of toxicity that would have occurred if England had gone out tonight would have been off the scales. Because if you remember when we went out to Iceland, that was bad when we went out to Iceland in Euro 2016. But today could have been 10 times worse, considering these players have been asking for it. Considering these players, and you know what? Today I'm going to go at these players for this performance today, because with Southgate, it's like, he's stubborn, he's not going to change his ways, he should change his ways. But these players, you man talk a big game. You man talk a big game, and you don't deliver in an England shirt. Jude after the game talking a big game. Talking about how the pylon's a bit too much and stuff like that. Mate, the reason why you're getting piled on is because we've been crap in all 4 games. Harry Kane responding to the likes of Gary Lineker, saying, oh, they should understand more and just be a little bit more positive. You've got the pundits from BBC Sport and ITV trying to be positive and literally lying. They're lying to you guys. They're lying to the public about this England team, saying, oh my God, look how much talent we have. Surely they're going to turn up eventually. They're just going to turn up. That's what people expected today. Gary Neville, before the game started, was talking about, oh, when you look at that front 6 of Mino and Rice and Jude, Saka, Foden, Kane, you think, come on, England. They're going to score a few goals. They're going to win today, and you get confidence off that. And I'm thinking to myself, brother, nothing has changed and nothing's going to change. Shout out Kobe Mino, though. He came in for Gallagher, and I must say, he himself, in isolation, was probably England's best player today. He definitely put in a top performance. Fair play to Kobe Mino. 18 years old, at this stage already, doing his thing. Fair play to him. Everyone else, as far as I'm concerned, you are either terrible, okay, or just non-existent, as far as I'm concerned. And look, yeah, not much has changed. Slovakia surprised me a little bit. I remember having a discussion with my brother. He said he gives them a 40% chance of advancing. I said I give them a 30% chance. And boy, they did a lot better than I thought. I already knew they were a decent team. They moved the ball very well. But my God, they were popping us, bruv. They were popping us. They were moving that ball nicely. They were the ones creating the chances. They were already exposing Kyle Walker and Kieran Trippier, the hideous twins, possibly the worst fullback pairing I've seen in a long time. Kyle Walker, can I just say, in quick isolation, he has to be one of the most overrated right backs, full backs I have ever witnessed in my life. The fact that people say this is the greatest right back in Premier League history is disgusting. You're disrespecting Gary Neville. You're disrespecting Cesar Azpilicueta. You're disrespecting Branislav Ivanovic even. Do you get what I'm saying, you lot? He's absolutely useless. He can't defend. He actually can't defend. The guy just relies on his pace. In terms of his awareness, his positioning, his 1v1 defending, awful. Going forward, he's useless. Trippier, do I need to say anything else? When he came off, we were better. And he moved Saka to left back. Could you believe it? Oh my days. I wouldn't say it worked at all. It didn't work at all. But we got the goal in it. So it's going to make Southgate look like a genius. And he put Cole Palmer on the right. But my days, man. Too many of these players, for a lot of chat, they're just not performing. And Jude, look, the first goal they scored, it was a nice goal. You know, and it was coming, to be fair. They had already created a couple chances already. But they got the goal. And at that point, they're defending Slovakia. And the reason why they conceded really was because they just run out of legs. They got really tired. They really played well today, Slovakia. They really did. Just like Georgia did. Just like Georgia did. But with that game later, I'm going to explain why Spain are a special team and why England are just lucky. Do you know what I mean? Because both these teams played well today. But you saw the difference in the scoreline and the quality of Spain and England, which I'll talk about later, of course. But with England, Slovakia did play well, but they ran out of legs. They played so well, guys, that our first shot on target was the first goal we scored, which was Jude. And that was in the 95th minute of the game. We had no shots on target. That's how good they were today. That's why I actually feel sorry for them. Because like I said, we scraped our way through to the quarters. We didn't deserve to go through. We should be out. Bruv, everyone should be fuming right now. As I speak, everyone should be absolutely pissed off. But we're through to the quarterfinals. And if you play like that against Switzerland, by the way, who are our next opponents, boy, we will not win. And if people think we're going to turn up and sort of put in a top performance, the only way that happens is if Gareth Southgate makes drastic changes. Drastic, big changes, big calls have to be made. If he doesn't, then I'm sorry. There's no chance for me that we beat Switzerland. And if we do, it'll just be a passion performance like it was today. Today was about passion and just scraping our way through. But yeah, Jude scores a bicycle kick, probably the worst player today. He was absolutely useless. People were calling for him to be subbed off. I couldn't believe he wasn't subbed off again. But I guess that Real Madrid judge is there in it. You know, for many times, as much as, you know, he had a good season with Real Madrid last season, and the reason for that as well was because he scored a lot of last minute winners for them, a lot of last minute goals for Real Madrid last season, and he did it once again in an England shirt. And I have to say, fair play for Jude for doing that, because he needed to do that. He needed to step up. Because I'm sorry, these past 3 games, including today, shocking, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. So that goal, it's just going to boost his PR to even more drastic levels, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. He saves England from embarrassment. And then, minute into extra time, Kane gets the goal. Boom, see you later, Bob's your uncle. 2-1. And Slovakia ran out of legs at that point. It was over. We won the game. Mate, the setup was crazy. We had Saka at left back, and then we had to move him to right wing back. We had Eze come on, and he played left wing back. We had a back three of like Walker, Stones, and Konza. We had Ivan Toney on the pitch. I mean, I can't lie. I got so rattled when he brought on Ivan Toney in the 93rd, 92nd minute. I'm thinking, what are you doing? Why didn't you bring him in earlier? With the amount of crosses we were putting into the box, yeah? A lot of times we were going long. I'm thinking to myself, bring on Ivan Toney. He's the type of man you need in a game like this, and you saw his impact. He got the damn assist for Kane's goal. So annoying. If Gareth Southgate was just more proactive, maybe we could have won this in 90 minutes. But of course, he has to stress the whole nation out. and we have to do it in extra time instead. So yeah, hopefully those guys are not mentally tired, and are fit enough and ready to face Switzerland. And boy, they got lucky. They need to step it up. I don't think they will. I don't think Gareth Southgate is going to change. And if we play like that against Switzerland, I'm telling you guys right now, we do not win that game, in my humble opinion. But if we do, hey, it'll be through passion and desire, not through our performance or our quality. Because at the end of the day, unless drastic changes happen, we will not see a good England performance at this rate. But at the same time, would it surprise you if England just shit out away to the final? Wouldn't surprise me. They're not going to win it, England, but don't put it past them to get to the semi-finals or the final, considering if we do beat Switzerland, it'll be one of Austria, Turkey, Romania, and the Netherlands. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway, that's England done. Woof. Scrape their way. Spain. Wow. This is a real team, guys. This is a real football team in terms of the way they played even before going 1-0 down. I saw a lot of tweets as the game started. Yo, England, watch Spain tonight because this is how you play football. This is how you dominate a game of football. This is how you treat your opponent that you are superior to. And this is why I come back to it. Georgia today were good. Georgia were actually good today. And that scoreline is harsh on them. But you see the difference between Spain and England. Georgia and Slovakia were both good today. But Spain still showed them, we are here and you are here. We are superior to you. Even though you play well, we're still superior to you. Slovakia play well, and England are like, okay, we're going to go down on your level. It's ridiculous. England, for the way Slovakia played today, should have done what Spain did. Because Spain, even before Georgia scored, were dominating. They were onto them like a flash. They started so quickly. England were not doing that. England was slow, lethargic, boring, and let Slovakia actually pop the ball around and move it and have patterns of play in that. Whilst we don't know what we're doing. And with England, it's like, oh, I'm not even going to talk about them anymore. Spain. Before Georgia scored, yeah, one thing I've noticed about Spain, the first 20 minutes of these games that they play, my days, they start so quickly. They are onto you. The way they attack, the way they move that ball so quickly, the way the players on that field, whether it's Yamal, whether it's Nico Williams, whether it's Fabian Ruiz, Pedri, Rodri, these guys, they move that ball so quickly and so efficiently. They know where the ball should go every single time. Before they even get the ball, they already know what they're going to do with it. Unlike England today, in which a lot of the time with England, sorry to go back to them, England were just, I saw, especially when we're 1-0 down, Kyle Walker's on the ball and he's taking ages on the ball thinking who to pass to, who to pass to. And then when he passes it backwards, he's getting frustrated. England players were frustrated a lot with each other today because there was just no passing patterns. Whilst with Spain, there's bare passing patterns. You can see, you know what I love about Spain as well? It's the way that when an attack fails, the way they recycle that ball and the way they win it back, the way they deal with transitions and counterattacks for the most part is absolutely sublime. It's sublime considering they attack with a lot of men. You've got Cucurella high up the pitch, Carvajal's high, you know, Ruiz is high, of course. So is Pedri, who's the advanced midfielder. Rodri is high. And that's leaving just Laporte and the other centre-back, Le Mans. Just two. Do you get what I'm saying? These men attack with numbers. So for a team that attacks with so many numbers forward, they really do deal with transitions well. And the one transition they didn't deal with well, they conceded from it. It was a good spell from Georgia. They win the ball for once and actually like sort of play with it a little bit. Pause. They sort of play out with the ball. They get a few passes together. Stroke of luck happens. All of a sudden, there's space down the right hand side to their right back or their winger. Ball goes out to him. He puts the cross in. It's coming to cover Scalia, but Leo Normand puts in the back of the net. It sort of hits his hip bone. And that's why it went in the back of the net, like in the way that it did. And at that point, you're thinking, boy, Georgia, they have been the most surprise team of the tournament. They've been absolutely brilliant in this tournament. And like I said, they were really good today, but Spain just showing them, yo, we're a level above. And this is the difference between Spain and England. Whilst England went 1-0 down and they had no idea how to attack, what to do, how to respond, Spain knew exactly what to do. continue playing our game, continue piling pressure, continue dominating possession, continuing to get the ball out wide to Yamal and Nico Williams, continue to play through the middle with Pedri, Rodri, Ruiz, Morata. Those combination play, the diamonds, the double ups, all of that stuff. It's absolutely sublime and brilliant. And the way they were attacking them constantly. Of course, it didn't lead to many clear-cut chances, but you could just see the pressure. And the reason why I kept on being like, yo, the goal is coming is because, like I said earlier, every time they lost the ball or every time they had a failed attack, they just won it back. They recycled the ball and they went again and again and again. Georgia could not breathe. The only time they breathed in that first half is when they scored. Other than that, they didn't breathe. And the goal eventually came from Rodri outside the box. What a finish. What a finish. And Spain absolutely deserved it. And from that point on, you only knew there was going to be one winner in it. Fair play to Georgia, but Spain in the second half cut above. Top class. Top class. I mean, Yamal and Nico Williams, guys. Oh, my days. I mean, Yamal, first of all, yeah, this kid tonight, sensational. Absolutely sensational. You know in the first game how I talked about Yamal's creativity and you got Nico Williams' 1v1 threat? They literally presented that in front of you guys today in the 2 goals that were scored. The second goal, Yamal showing his creativity. The guy's crossing is out of this world. I love me a winger that can cross. I love me a winger that can cross because I played on the wing a lot when I play football and I can cross the ball. And my problem with wingers these days is a lot of them can't cross a ball, but he can cross a flipping ball. 16 years old. Barcelona, all I'm going to say is protect that kid at all costs because I'm telling you right now, he's going to be the best player in the world very, very soon. Very soon he's going to be the best player on the planet. That is a fact. Trust me. The cross today, time and space, the way he just opens his body up and the dip, the weight, the pace on the ball as he puts it in the box, brilliant. And Ruiz, he can't miss. It's a perfect cross. Ruiz puts it in the back of the net. That just showed Yamal's game in flashes. You saw him today dribbling, going past players, 1-2s, creativity, crosses in the box, brilliant. Nico Williams, the third goal. Oh my days, Nico Williams. Oh, this is a real winger, guys. I talked about with him in the first game against Croatia. 1v1 threat. 1v1, this guy is a nightmare to play against. You saw it in that third goal. And that third goal shows Spain's ability to now adapt. We all know Spain with the tiki-taka, ball to feet, let's pass them to death and score and basically pass our way to scoring, basically. But they've also shown this adaptability with being able to go on the counter-attack now. This is something they didn't have on the Luis Enrique, especially at the World Cup. Wingers that are pacey, direct, quick. They didn't have that at the World Cup in 2022 and even at the Euros. They didn't have a Nico Williams, a Yamal type of profile in their squad, and that was missing. And that's why they couldn't go really on the counter-attack like that. Do you know what I mean? But in this game, they showed, yo, we can play the tiki-taka. We can dominate the ball. We can pass our way to a goal. We can do all of that. We can pass you to death. We've been doing that for centuries. We've been doing that since the beginning of time with football. Do you know what I mean? But they've also shown the adaptability to be like, you know what? We can go on the counter-attack and we can kill you on the counter-attack. The ball goes out to Nico Williams. The way he skipped past that Georgia defender, mate, he had me screaming. I think I've lost my voice. I genuinely think I've lost my voice. I screamed when he went past that Georgia player. I was like, brother. Oh my days, bruv. What a goal, man. Honestly, brilliant goal. Hit into the roof of the net. Smart finish as well as he fooled the keeper. The keeper was going to go down to his side because I thought myself Nico Williams was going to put it past the keeper's left-hand side in the bottom corner, but he hit in the roof of the net. What a goal. What a player. What a team. The dynamics, the patterns of play, the link-up, the chemistry, the understanding, the football, the positioning. It's absolutely sensational. They're the most complete, dynamic, fluent team in this Euros. And their game against Germany, woo! I can't wait for that. That's going to be some game, bruv. Spain-Germany this Friday. Oh, my days. Next Friday, sorry. Oh, my days. It's going to be some game. Going to be crazy, man. I'm looking forward to that massively. Trust me, guys. And then they get the fourth goal. Dani Olmo, I mean, the touch he took before he slotted into the back of the net was an absolute joke as well. So yeah, fair play, Dani Olmo. What a player as well. So, boy, Spain and England, they both went 1-0 down. But the way both teams responded, the way both teams played afterwards, levels. There's levels to this game, guys. There's levels to this game. And look, I could sit here and say, why can't England play like that? Like Spain. It's due to culture, guys. That's the reason why England can't play the way Spain can. Because a lot of people have been asking that question of, why can't England play like Spain? Because one, some of the players they have, we just don't have that type of player to do what they can do. And plus, it's ingrained in their culture to play like that. English people, English media, the way English football's been over the years, doesn't match that type of football, that type of culture. It's a completely different culture. And they have players like Rodri, who's just genius, whilst we've got Declan Rice, who's good defensively, but on the ball, there's levels to this game. Do you know what I mean? So that's really the difference, guys. Just they have players like Rodri who can do stuff that Declan Rice can't do. They've got players like Yamal that unfortunately Saka can't really do. Nico Williams that Foden can't do because he's on the wing, or even a Gordon. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Defenders that are great on the ball. So yeah, it is what it is. That's 2 games reviewed in one video. Tomorrow we get who plays tomorrow? I'm pretty sure France, Belgium play tomorrow, and who else plays tomorrow? I think it's either Austria, Turkey, or Romania, Netherlands. I think tomorrow. I think it's Romania, Netherlands tomorrow, but we'll see. You'll get 2 videos or maybe one, definitely of those games tomorrow. And yeah, England face Switzerland and Spain face Germany. Looking forward to those games. This Euros is really, really heating up now. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Peace.